What's big news this year is there's no Hogwarts in our game because Harry has now left school, he's out in the wilds, there's no school rules, it's just life and death. And so this is much more of the movie is like a road movie and our game is too, as you travel through the wilds of England fighting super bad guys. And today we're really focusing on the combat because that's the big revelation in the Harry Potter series. We're showing a game that I don't think anyone's expecting. So it's a big world, a lot of open world, a lot of linear sections too. Control-wise, it is quite similar to a third-person shooter. We have the left trigger to target, the right trigger to shoot. We have a spell wheel on Y, which you can pull up a spell, it pauses the game, and you can kind of select the spell that you want to use from the loadout. So I think that people who are familiar with the biggest HD games on the market will be very familiar with our control mechanism. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, you have some incredibly powerful magic at your hand. It's much more offensive magic than we've ever had before. So we have spells like Stupefy that you can fire very rapidly and has essentially infinite ammo, but a spell like Confringo, our rocket launcher, you go down on bended knee, so you can't fire that from behind cover, or you're going to do more damage to yourself. And also there's a recharge on it, so you have to wait to use that again. It's how we balance the game, and the final game will have a fixed weapon loadout, so you can only take so many spells with you at any one time. Cover, yes, really important. Magic is powerful, and so Harry spends a fair bit of time ducking down, and we have vertical as well as horizontal cover. It's really important to use, otherwise you're going to get fried. A lot of the times you'll be fighting guys in squads, so Snatchers, who are kind of lowest level minions, they're the henchmen in Voldemort's army, as well as Death Eaters, who are essentially the elite, the special forces. They interact differently. The Snatchers are going to be kind of trying to close ground on you. They use Crucio a lot. It's kind of like the submachine gun spell. They'll try and gain ground on you, they'll flank, they're fast. The Death Eaters, they're tougher, they hold their ground, they use spells like Expelliarmus that can take you down in one shot. The dynamic's really interesting, and if you take out the squad leader, then the dynamic changes again. As you play through the game, Harry's powers increase and you essentially level up through experience. So he gets to play with new spells that get more powerful. Each of those can upgrade at least 2 levels and get you to do some really cool things by the end of the game. So at certain parts of the story, Ron and Hermione are with you, and you get to meet all of the important characters from the story. But Ron and Hermione mainly act as kind of your wingman in the combat situations. But once again, we'll be talking about things outside of single player later in the campaign. We can't talk about that today, I'm afraid. I hope that no one's confused and bewildered when they see our game. I think they'll be excited. I'm certainly very excited about where we're taking the game. It's high action, it's very intense, but it's very different to anything we've done before. And the general feeling of the show here is people are walking out of this room shocked at what we've done. This is very different.